Welcome back. So today we're going to go over some of the best deals on tools on Amazon. We'll go over the price history, and all these will be linked in the description, and we'll jump right in. So here we have the DeWalt 20 volt max cordless drill and impact driver power tool combo kit with 2 batteries and charger. It's showing $129 even, 46% off. Comes with a bag, charger. Cool little kit. I believe this is the lower end of the DeWalt lineup. But let's go ahead and look at the price history. So this is going to be history from 2016. So it's definitely been out for a while, at least 8 years. And for most of that time, it's averaged about $160, about $150, and it's only been down to $129 a few times, and it is there right now. I think this is one that we've had that's been at this price for a little bit, but I want to put it in here to compare it to this next DeWalt kit. But this is still a good deal, $129, as long as you're okay with going in at the lower end. But let's look at the next one. So this is the DeWalt 20 volt max drill and impact driver power tool set with 2 sets of POWERSTACK batteries included. So I believe it's the same. Oh no, so this is showing actually brushless. This is 20 volt max. And at least for the impact driver, it's the brushless version, which tends to be a stronger, more reliable motor. But this is showing lowest price in 30 days, 33% off, $199 even. Again, comes with impact and drill, bag, charger, and 2 POWERSTACK batteries. Let's look at the price history on this one. And if this one does have a little bit shorter price history, just before about December 2023, showing about a price of $230, went all the way up to $290 for some reason, but recently has dropped down all the way down to $199, $199 even. It's been like that for the last couple days. So yeah, DeWalt 20 volt max, lowest price in 30 days. Always good to see this monitor. $199 even. Keep going. We have the Makita interlocking case. I saw something similar to this in one of my last videos, but it's still showing best price. Mac Pack interlocking case, 2-row insert tray with 6 dividers and foam lids, showing $45.71. Let's look at the price history. Here showing best price. Looks like it averages about $50, and it's gone up in the last few months, up in price pretty drastically, but it's come back down to its lowest price that it's been at and that it's hovered around a few times. But again, it is Makita, a little bit pricey stuff. $45.71 for the interlocking case with insert trays and dividers and foam lid. And continuing on, we have this Craftsman V20 cordless stick. I actually have this. I've had it for over a year, maybe close to 2, over a year. And I got it at Lowe's. It's currently 25% off on Amazon. I want to say it's similar price at Lowe's, maybe a little bit cheaper. But it's a limited time deal on Amazon, $149. And I have a comparable Hoover stick vacuum. I was looking into them for a bit, and I actually prefer this Craftsman. It's a really good vacuum. I put the 4 amp hour battery. It does come with the 2 amp, which will drain pretty quickly when you have this on high. But overall, I've been super happy with how it cleans up, and it's easy to clean up and easy to maneuver. With the 4 amp hour battery, it's you can vacuum a whole lot. But let's look at the price history. And here we see it came out just over $200. Actually been out for a few years. Just over $200, but it's been averaging probably about $170 pretty consistently. Kind of split the bill here. Has dropped down to $150 a few times before, and actually this is not at best price. It is a good deal because at one point in end of 2021, it got down to $142. But right now it's back at the $149, which is a good deal, not best price. But if you're looking for a handy cordless stick vacuum kit, and maybe you're already in the Craftsman lineup for batteries, this is in my mind an absolute must to have if you're already in the lineup. But we'll keep going. Klein Tools, scissors made in the US of A. All-purpose electrician scissors with cable cutting notch, serrated blades, der burr notch, 6 3/4 inch, 42% off. 1948 is what it's showing. Klein Tools always seem to have a good, reputable quality to them, but let's check the price history. 6 years of history, averaged probably about $20, $25 more recently. It's gone as high as $30, and it's currently at $19.48. So at least on the minimum end, about 20% off, which seems like a pretty decent deal. Although for scissors, a bit pricey, but then again, they are electricians' scissors. So 1948 shows 42% off, but more realistically, about 20% off. Continue on, Gearench 3-piece. I feel like I've seen these before, but they keep popping up. So we've got the quarter inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch drive, 120 XP full polished teardrop ratchet set. 12% off, $97.99. That's probably coming in at about $32 per ratchet. But let's look at the price history. And this has a little bit less. So it's showing since June. So it looks like a new either combination or new ratchets that came out, but not too much of a history, about 6 months. They came out at about $140. And then here in the month of November, they've dropped in price, and they've dropped in price again. So they're at $97.99. Best price for these ratchets, at least on Amazon, over the last 6 months. The Gearench 3-piece, quarter, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive teardrop ratchet set. Pretty nice. Next, we have the Stabila 290 12-inch type 80 AS spirit level tool. Stabila 18% off, $35.87. Let's look at the price history here. Looks like well, these are the ones we find. Relatively new product, so it shows only really November. Came out at $40, and it's dropped down a couple times to about $35-ish, and at least it is down to $35.87, which is its best price currently, but take that with a grain of salt because it only has a month worth of price history. Made in Germany, though. Continue. We have the 78110 10-piece quarter-inch drive low-profile nano impact sockets by Astro Tools, $26.44. Let's look at the price history. These similar, about 6 months worth of history, about $36 in its 6 months of history, and did drop down to about $28. Did drop down to its lowest price in the month of October, went back up, but it is back down to its lowest price. That's the low profile nano impact sockets, SAE, $26.44. And we keep going. We have the Williams quarter-inch drive locking extension bar, 6 inches. Always nice to see the lowest price in 30 days. 29% off, $11.97. And it's looking pretty nice. Let's go ahead and look at its price history. Shows a good deal, not best price. About 4 years of history, 3 years of history. Only been down to this price once before, back in May of this year, or was $11.91. So 6 cents off its best price. So this good deal, in my opinion, is at its best price. So this is the Williams quarter-inch drive locking extension bar, 6 inches, and we keep going. Next, we have the Bosch 18-volt brushless barrel grip jigsaw, just the bare tool, limited time deal, 38% off, $99 even. Let's go ahead and check out the price history. Looks like this tool came out at about $140. It's about a year of history. Went down to about $115, $105 at one point, but went back up about $150, $160. But it is now at its best price, at least on Amazon. Tracker history, $99. This is the Bosch 18-volt brushless barrel grip jigsaw, bare tool, limited time deal. Keep on going. We have the 1/2 inch digital torque wrench, 12.5 to 250.7 foot-pounds. Torque range, LCD display, calibrated ES4 340CN blue. It's showing $68.20. And let's go ahead and check the price history. So it shows about 4 years of history where it didn't drop in price for its first few years, about $130. And then it averaged right around, well, up and down about $100. But in the last few months, it has dropped, and it is down to its best price history on Amazon at the $68.20. This is the half-inch digital torque wrench by Summit. 12 to 250 foot-pound torque range, something to consider. And continuing on, Stahlwille, FastGrip water pump pliers, box joint with dual support length, 180 millimeters max, jaw opening, 28 millimeters, polished head, dip-coated handle with sure grip surface, made in Germany. Excellent brand. $35.88. Looking at the smell test, I think these are a little bit bigger, but at least price-wise, these are quite a bit lower. But let's look at the price history just to verify. And it has about a year and a half of price history. Came out at about $55, shot up to $70, and has been averaging over the last really 12 months about $50. And so it is now down to the $35.88. So at least for what it's been going at, it is at its best price, and it does seem like a really good deal for this brand, the Stahlwille FastGrip water pump pliers. And another Stahlwille, we have the tightening angle torque wrench, indicating in click type, size 40 to 400 Newton meters, 4 measuring modes, quick release safety lock, also made in Germany. $1,640. Yikes. Pretty pricey, but for the people who are in the market for this brand, I believe it's at a good deal. Let's check the price history. So this has about 2-3 years of history, averaged about $2,000 through its first year and a half. Went up in price to about $2,400, but has dropped down to the $1,567. So about $1,000 of what it's been averaging over the last year. This is its best price. If you happen to be in the market for this, bless you. $1,640, 50 cents, best price on Amazon. Let's see, Stahlwille, double open-ended wrench set. 9 pieces, 1/4 inch to 1 5/16 inch, chrome alloy steel, chrome plated tool control system inlays, made in Germany. $162.91. And let's check the price history. I like this brand. I don't have any tools, but I want to get like a Stahlwille Ratchet and see what it's like. But let's see the price history. This came out roughly about $250. Averaged about $230, $220 for most of its the last year, but from that $230, it is down to $162. So $162. Pretty pricey, but it is its best price on Amazon. So something to consider if you're willing to take a shot on these. Next, something a lot more affordable. We have this Performance Tool steel keychain screwdriver set with Phillips and slotted keys, black powder coated for durability and style. I don't have this, but I should get it because the convenience of having a Phillips and slotted keys screwdriver set with Phillips on your keychain for the oddball thing you need to unscrew right on your keys. You tend to have your keys on you at all times, or it just seems pretty convenient. But there needs to be a good price for convenience, and I think this price is that price for convenience. Shows lowest price in 30 days, 71% off for $3.49. Let's verify the price history. Looks like it's been about $8 to $9 most of its history, about a year and a half ish, almost 2 years. Has been down to this price a couple times before, but the last 3 months, again, averaging about $8 to $12, but it's now down to $3.50. So something to consider. Convenience factor. Continuing on, we have the Weha 3-piece industrial classic grip pliers and cutter set, $54.98. Weha. Let's check the price history. Wow, these have quite a bit of history. So about 11 years of history. Started off around this price, about $55, but then the in between 9 years, it averaged about $60 to $70, and it is back down to the $54.98. It's been down below this a couple times before, but one was 10 years ago and one was about a year ago at the $53.58. So not best price, but a really good deal on this Weha classic grip pliers and cutter set. Only a little bit higher than the best price that it's been at. Something to consider. And then jumping a little bit away from tools, this is the Sapphire AMD Radeon 7800 XT. It's a gaming graphics card, 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, has AMD RDNA. It's $499. If you're into building computers, which I haven't built one in about 8 years, and I'm due for an upgrade. So I'm always looking at graphics card prices. $499 seems like a good deal. But let's look at the price history. This came out in 2023, hovered around $560, went down to about $550, and it's about $50 off of that. Which is pretty decent discount from when I've been looking at graphics card. They tend to only go down in price just a few bucks or two. Most of the time they're overpriced from what they should be retailing at. But a little extra information on this is like, well, there's so many graphics cards, why should I get this one? The 7800 XT is $500. And it compares really to the other. This is NVIDIA card, the GeForce RTX 4070, and this is its average frame rate on 1080p quality. So the 7800 XT outperforms the 4070. I won't get into it too much, but the 4070 is about $550 and $580 on Amazon. This is the 4060, so don't look at this one. But compared to the 4070, it's performs better, and it is cheaper. So from that end, something to consider. And then just this last throwaway, thought it was a cool deal, seemed pretty interesting. This is the Arcade Super Street Fighter 2 Micro Player Pro, 2 games in 1. It's a 6.75-inch tiny arcade machine, playable video game, allegedly collectible. Street Fighter is a classic, and it's 50% off, $19.99. So it seemed like a pretty good deal. Looks like they're offering a couple different games, but this is the only and Tetris. I don't know if it's on sale, but that's pretty cool too. $19.99 price history. This has been out for over a year, almost always at $40. Went down to about $34 at one point, but now it is at $19.99. So pretty decent deal for a pretty cool gift idea, but I'll leave it at that. Again, everything will be linked in the description. Hopefully this is helpful. If you do find this helpful, please consider liking and or subscribing, and as soon as I find some more deals, I'll send them your way.